One of the things I really like to emphasize about statistics, because it is so unexpected to most students, is statistics is about simplifying reality. Now, I've already really brought this concept out in an earlier clip, but I want to talk now about how you simplify down to just two expressions of reality, just two numbers that express reality. The first expression of reality, first of all, you have to get some chunk of reality you're going to measure. You get numbers associated with that, and then you're going to operate on those numbers and make one number out of them. That first number is called the measure of how things are alike, how things are kind of centered around each other. And so the statisticians and the mathematicians have big words for it. It's called a measure of central tendency, the tendency towards the center. The second measure for that same set of numbers, that same chunk of reality or data, would be how things are different. This measure of difference I call the measure of dispersion. I don't call it that, the statisticians. This measure of differences, in the words of statistics, is called measures of dispersion. It's how things differ with regard to their relationship to the center, to the measure of a likeness. So the two are actually interrelated. And those two numbers are sufficient to totally represent that chunk of reality you're trying to simplify. Now that is simplification, it really is. A chunk of reality becomes two numbers. And with those two numbers, you can do all sorts of things in terms of interpreting that chunk of reality, representing it, or even testing it against another chunk of reality. Now we'll talk about each of those measures separately in later sessions, but it's really important to understand two numbers can represent the entire chunk of reality you're dealing with.